Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a minute. Okay, yeah. Next time you do that, I'm going to slap you. You do that every single podcast.
You know why I started laughing? I literally, as I did that, I was like, I do this every time.
No one wants to listen to that, all right?
I beg to differ.
No. Okay, well, how long has it been? It's been like, I don't even know.
It's been
3
a long
weeks,
time.
a month or something?
It hasn't been that long.
I don't know, but it's been enough time that
Look at one of the cameras, not the monitor. You're being one of those amateur vloggers.
I'm just so distracted. It's been long enough where enough has happened.
My looks
to talk about
are
it.
so distracting.
Oh my gosh.
I apologize. I know sometimes my
Can you take your shoes
outrageous
off?
hotness can just overwhelm you sometimes.
Can you please take your shoes off?
Oh, yeah. Why?
Because we always think they're clean, but there's always dirt on them. Anyway.
That's why Uzbeks and Asian countries don't wear shoes inside.
Yeah.
Because you literally step in.
Nice. Well,
by the way, this is another video podcast. If you're listening on this with audio, this is with video on our YouTube channel. I forget the name of our. Oh yeah, I remember the name. It's Abdulaziz and Braden Podcast.
oh, so we went with your name, huh?
Well, we didn't go with my name. I went with my name. You never really had a say. It was me at my.
I feel very valued right now.
Oh, of course. It was me at my computer, and so I typed.
My suffrage is non-existent right now.
That's not what suffrage means.
What do you think suffrage means?
Suffrage is the right to vote.
Exactly. I do not have a right to vote right now.
Oh, man. You feel like a woman?
Wow. Wow.
It
just got serious right now.
Pre-1920s woman?
Yeah. No, I support women's suffrage. Have you seen the video?
Oh, my gosh.
Have you seen the video?
Oh, yeah. No, you said it right. I thought you said it the other way around.
No. Have you seen the video where someone goes up in the streets and asks if people support women's suffrage, and people are like,
no,
women should not
terrible.
suffer. That's awful. And they think it just means suffer.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. But, yeah. So.
Women suffer without suffrage, but with suffrage, they don't suffer. Abdulaziz 2021. We should post that on our Snapchats.
No, stop.
Maybe I'll get a girlfriend.
No, that will not happen. Okay, we have tried.
We have
everything we can, Abdulaziz.
Oh man, I've gone
Ella
shirtless.
said she'd come through though. She'd come through and find you a girl with a nice personality.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, I've tried posting my debit card. I've tried posting my thousands
seriously?
of
Your
dollars
debit
of
card?
cash.
A debit card is not a flex.
I tried showing my green card.
Oh my gosh. Hitting up like Mexican girls that want to get into the country.
Yo,
it's kind of like those posts where it's like, don't use me for rides now that I have a car.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What should we talk about first?
Oh man, there's so many. There's so
okay,
much
let's
to
go
talk
with the
about.
big bang. The big bang of the podcast. Your trip during spring break.
Yeah, I went to San Francisco, California, and I met Mr. Vince. Actually, Vince is his first name. What is his last name? It's like Vince. I know I've heard it before, but I don't remember. But he's our producer for this podcast, and I finally got to meet him after like 3 years of knowing him online.
They FaceTimed me. He was doing. What were you doing? You were doing some.
We were just doing some of those.
One of his like ads or something.
Yeah. We did like 2 ads there, like, and then we had lunch in between, and yeah.
Yeah, you guys called me.
He FaceTimed Braden in the middle of it.
Yeah. It was cool. I want to go to San Francisco so bad. I saw it was a cloudy day.
Why do you want to go to San Francisco?
I looked at San.
Oh,
I looked
you know
at
the Cali Hill?
What? The what?
You know the
What'd you say?
know the
okay,
the
yeah.
famous California street
Uh-huh.
where it's like
Yeah.
pew.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
in San
see-
Francisco.
Well, I know. What I was saying is I took pictures there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I might have deleted them though. Shoot.
The moment of realization.
No, because I dragged all my video files, but I don't know if I dragged all the. Because I got like the. Oh,
It's okay.
man.
We're going back there. We can go back there.
Yeah, we'll go back next.
Anyway, so
Sorry to interrupt, but that's my nature. I gotta establish my dominance by interrupting. The motel we stayed at was pretty cost.
Use your words.
What's the right
Come on,
word?
spit it out.
What's the right word? Cost effective?
Costly.
It wasn't costly. It was cost goodly. It had a good price.
All right, now let me interrupt. So when you guys FaceTimed me, I saw the clouds, and I looked out my window.
Yeah, we didn't see any sun there.
And well, outside my window, I couldn't see because it was so bright. Abdulaziz. It was so bright because there was snow, like 4 feet of snow not 4 feet.
It was like 2.5.
2 feet of snow everywhere, and it was blinding me. We had this giant snowstorm. And
For those listening to just the
it made
audio,
me
I was
it made
making
me
funny
really
faces.
it made me really sad. I want spring to come around and summer to be here because I'm ready for warm weather. So I was very jealous of Abdulaziz, who went to California, and everyone else who went to Florida for spring break.
Okay, the Florida
I was stuck
people,
here
they
in Fort Collins.
They actually got to go in the water. You can't really go swimming in California unless you're like in San Jose. Because California water is cold. Like, my feet froze. Did you see my Instagram story where I was like,
with your hairy legs?
My car and my beach. I mean, my car and
Your beach?
the beach were like the two most liberating things I've had in my life. And those were very true. Being in person at a beach. And I'll say this.
Never been to a beach?
No, that was my first time. I'll say this in my YouTube video too. It's like when you look at pictures, you just get this, right? That's the window that
It's
you
like
get
a
to see it
panoramic
through.
view
Yeah,
when you're at a beach.
but when
you
you're
see everything
there,
for like,
it's like,
and it's just like a flat ocean. It's so cool.
it was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
Like it was.
Except what beaches did you go to? Because I mean, San Francisco beaches are kind of more like harbors.
No, it was an actual beach. It was kind of small. I don't remember the name of it. I mean, nobody was there.
I want to go to a nice beach, one of those beaches that's like warm sand. I want to go to one of those.
Yeah, you don't get that in Northern California.
Yeah, no, you don't. Neither in Oregon. I've been to cold beaches, and those are still fun, but like I want to go to a beach where I
pretty,
just
but
like,
not super fun. Yeah, I want to go to Florida, bro.
I don't want to go to Florida. I don't really like Florida.
Why?
I want to go to California because Florida's humid. California's not humid. It's just hot.
Well, I've never been to Florida. I don't know about the humidity.
Oh, well, as soon as you walk out the airport, you're in AC, and then you walk in, and it just feels like yeah, that's what my mom.
Yeah, I know
went to
that feeling.
Yeah,
It's like
that's what it feels like. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, you
so California, how long were you there? I don't remember, and I'm too lazy to count.
We stayed in the motel 3 nights, but our total trip was we left Thursday, like noon, well really 1:30, and then we came back Tuesday at 6:00 in the morning.
Why did you feel the need to come back at 6:00 in the morning?
Because my sister had like a college thing and we didn't want to stay another night in Salt Lake City, Utah. So then I drove for 22 hours straight, which wasn't the smartest choice I've ever made. 22 hours.
Wait, did you go to Salt Lake on the first end of your trip?
Moab.
Oh, it was Moab.
Well,
yeah, so that's
because
just going into Nevada, right?
Yeah, because when you think about it, our original plan was to go like through the north route, coming back, and then go through Wyoming, and then through 287 to Fort Collins. But then all the Wyoming highways were closed because of the snow. So we were at Salt Lake City, and then we sort of had to go back down, like super close to Moab, and then through the mountains back to Fort Collins.
Utah's cool.
Utah
Did
is
you go
cool.
through the Nevada like empty, like the just forever of nothingness? interstate?
I think so, but I didn't. It didn't really.
It was
feel-
probably was it dark out? Did you go through Nevada?
Yeah. Well,
And you came there from California and you ended up in Utah.
yes.
Yeah, you went through that like super long. It was probably dark though.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you on the map.
When
the
I-
route we took.
when I
No,
was
it wasn't
driving-
dark. It was in the day. But it.
Well,
didn't,
then you should have seen just nothingness.
I think so, but like I said,
For like 3
I
hours.
drove for 22 hours, and so I don't really have a exactly.
Wow. Well, that makes me that's safe. Anyway, so when I
Yeah, I was like
when
at the end, I was like, oh
gosh,
did I just
Ulysses.
fall asleep? Like when you're that tired, you feel like you just woke up. but you
You
don't.
probably should.
You stay
Insurance
awake.
companies are not listening to this. All right, let's just say whatever we want.
You stay awake somehow, but like
I'm gonna send this to your insurance agent to raise your rates,
subconscious,
so that you stop bragging about your car.
your subconscious stops working, so you constantly feel like you just woke up, but you didn't, because I remember if I try
Okay.
really hard, what
Okay,
just
that's
happened.
besides the point.
And then I had
Ulysses.
an energy drink for the first time ever. The first one went okay, it made me energized. The second one, I only took a few sips, and then as soon as I got home, I threw up.
Yeah, they're not good for your heart. They make your heart off pace, I think. Anyway, when we came back
I'm
from
still
our
recovering.
when we came back from our Oregon road trip, we came through Nevada, and we came through that really long interstate. I believe it's called, I think Reno is the city. You start in Reno, and then that's kind of everything after that is like nothing. And it's so long of just gas stations like every 20 miles. But there's also this prison like right off that interstate, and there's signs along it that say no don't pick up hitchhikers. And it's
Yeah.
like, whoa, dude.
Now
Can you
I-
imagine what kind of criminals are like over in that prison
Yeah.
and what they've done? Isn't that crazy? But
I remember why, Brayden. The reason I don't remember it was because it was like super snowy, and there was like clouds everywhere. Visibility was really low, so I was kind of just trying to stay on the road.
anyway, while I was driving out that road, it actually had gotten dark, and
Also,
I had a couple like close calls with a van that started swerving, and he got really close to us, and this semi like tried to take his exit really late, and he like swerved out, and then he hesitated and came back in. It's actually really scary seeing going that fast, but
there was only one near accident.
yeah, tell us about it.
It was with my dad driving. So it
wasn't you driving.
Yeah, it was because I'm a perfect driver.
Of course, never any mistakes ever. He's just flawless.
Yeah, obviously. The side view mirrors of a car?
What are those?
Those are meant for your blind spots, but my dad was disagreeing, and he put them back to where most people have them, where it has the same visibility as your rear view. And then he was like, basically somebody was in his blind spot, and he almost like ran into him. It wasn't that bad. And he was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Yeah. There's also, those like pile-up stories that you see on the news and stuff, where the visibility is so low that when like if somebody breaks
Okay.
or something, you just slam into it and people keep, that?
Sure. Yeah.
It was like that kind of weather for a long time, and it was terrible. That was my dad only drove for like 4 hours throughout the whole trip, and when he was driving, it was like that, and I like couldn't even sleep. Scary, man.
Well,
I also drove with snow chains for the first time because it was required, and we had to buy them. It was
where did you drive with those on?
There was a snowstorm. We went through like the road between Sacramento and Reno. It's just mountains, and it was apparently there had been a snowstorm, and so we were.
Those are a pain to drive on. You have to go really slow, and you have to put them on, and it takes forever. But
oh, it's chains. Yeah, we had to buy them for $90. Can you believe that? they had like an outpost to like stop cars, and if you were 4-wheel drive, you could keep going, but we're not. And they like stopped us, and we were like, "Are you all-wheel drive?" And I was like, "No, front-wheel drive." And then he was like, "Well, you need chains, son. And then there's a gas station over there. If you don't have them, you can buy them. And of course, they can charge whatever they want because you need them by law to keep going." And so we bought them for $90. Yeah.
Welcome to California.
Yeah.
So enlighten me about the gas prices again in California. It seems like everything in California just seems to
honestly,
be
it wasn't
about $5 more.
it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. The only like super high prices are within the cities, and we didn't get gas in San Francisco. And there's also a great website I found.
Why do you think there's so much public transportation in San Francisco?
Because there's not enough roads.
Yeah, like literally almost everyone bikes.
Yeah.
Actually,
no, nobody bikes.
No, yeah. My personal finance, our like student teacher lived there, and he said like everyone's biking, everyone's walking, everyone's
walking. You can
taking the trolley.
Get surprisingly far just by walking. Like Vince and I walk.
I want to go there so bad, dude. I have a video game that's actually taking place in that city in San Francisco, and it just makes me want to go like experience the culture so bad and take pictures of just the old town and how like they're built on hills, and it's so cool. But
I wish my trip was just like a photo trip, because there were so many times where you just had to sort of follow the family, and I just wanted to stay at the more photogenic spots, but that wasn't really super possible all the time. We'll make a trip sometime.
Well, while you were doing that, I was stuck back here in Colorado doing nothing, basically playing video games all day, and stuck inside a snowstorm.
Yeah.
I finally got my car dug out today.
I
had it buried in. Yeah. So.
Did it start? Oh, I got a check engine light. No, I'm just joking.
But you do have a check engine light.
No, I was joking about your your car starting. But yeah, I got a check engine light. It's because I didn't replace my air filter on time.
And did you check your engine?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It was still under the hood.
Some people drive 29,000 miles without changing their oil.
And we were literally talking about that at dinner. It's like one of my mom's coworkers, she was bragging about how she had to change her oil in 4 years and it was running fine.
That's not something to brag about.
I know.
That's like she's bragging, then when she finds her repair bill, she's gonna be like, "Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea."
You got to change your whole engine because it's just like clogged and clogged.
Oh. Have you seen videos of those when they like drain the oil and it's been in there for like years,
clumpy.
and it's like, like literally oil should just be like a perfect stream, and it just like
it's like jelly.
Comes at it's so bad.
The reason
sad.
The reason we were talking about that is because I was telling my dad that he and I should buy ramps like you did to change our oils. And then my mom's like, "You don't need that." And then my coworker, she hasn't changed her oil in 4 years.
Speaking of changing oil, I one of my tasks I have to do at work is
change your oil in the vans.
No, my parents are hesitant letting me, or no, actually the oil my parents will let me change the oil for the vans, but any other car work they're hesitant because like that's what they need to make money. So like it's an actual business, so I can't really afford they can't really afford for me to mess up. But anyway, one of my tasks is to kind of empty one of the vans. I guess they're redoing it or maybe they're selling it, I'm not sure, but you get in and the dashboard was like really nice, but I had to fill up some tire pressure. It says it needs to change the oil. I go, "Dad, when's the last time you changed the oil?" He goes, I don't know. The last person that drove it probably didn't keep track of it. So I was like, oh gosh.
My gosh.
It probably wasn't that long ago, but
it has like
100.
Though?
It had, he said change oil soon or something like that. That's what it
those
said on
come
the
on
dash.
after a long time. Like they don't come on at the recommended 5,000. They probably come on at like 15.
I don't know. It's just like the maintenance required light, I assume. They come
maybe
on
with
your
a commercial
with your like
maybe with a commercial vehicle it
maintenance.
comes on like on time rather than consumer vehicles.
But what was I gonna say?
Yeah, what are you trying to say, Brayden?
It had like 190,000 miles.
The van he bought?
No, this one I got in today.
Oh, like your dad hadn't changed the oil after he bought it?
What?
Is that what you're saying?
This is a van we've had for however long.
Yeah, and he had never changed the oil?
No, that's not what he said.
You're saying that about the new van.
No.
What van are you talking about?
This old van that we've had.
Yes.
I guess the employee that drove it either switched to a different van or left. He's saying the employee that drove it probably didn't keep track of it.
Oh, the employees have to change the oil?
I don't know. But anyway, we'll probably end up doing that, but it's so fun to drive.
A van?
Yeah.
Really?
Cuz it has a V8 and so you just tap it a little bit and you just feel it. But
yeah. They let you drive it?
20 feet. I backed it into the shop.
Oh.
No, technically, I don't know if the insurance would put me on it. I think they've called, but
yeah, commercial insurance is expensive enough.
I should have worn some longer shorts.
Yeah, people don't want to see up your.
Well,
pants.
I forgot. I didn't realize that they'd seen us there.
I'll just blur it.
Yeah, you could. No, you could put one of those like
censored.
No, those blocks that's like blurred out, like Minecraft blocks that are blurred out.
What?
It's like a blur spot, but it's made up of squares, like giant pixels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like I'm like not wearing anything down here.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind, dude.
No, I got it.
Okay, well, I got some.
We need to go to Moab, dude. Remember we were planning like a road trip within Colorado? We should just go to Moab instead. The motels are so cheap. We stayed at our motel for $90, I think.
Mm. Well,
yeah. I'm an
adult.
I can check us in.
Nice. Well, I got, as you see, my new like little grip mount to put on my camera. I've wanted that since I got the camera.
Why?
But I never.
It's not even that.
I was
big of a
never
deal.
able to afford the Sony brand, so I got the off-brand. But I'm really excited about it because I just love the way it feels and the way it looks.
It looks like more profesh.
Yeah. And
maybe just to us. I wonder how it looks to like regular people. They probably just think it looks weird. They're like, isn't a camera supposed to look a little different? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't really care.
I guess since we have this, we can show them your camera. Ooh, the audio people are going to get jealous. Wow, you can't even see it. Never mind.
Wow, way to lead them on like that. But another thing that I'm super excited for.
I could take my camera off, but I don't really want to.
Something that I'm super excited for is this photo book that I told you about. So there was some ad on Instagram or something, and it was like, I guess like a drawing for a $150 voucher for a photo book. Anyway, I entered, and then I got an email like probably a week ago with the code, and so I designed it.
Is your
I
mic
downloaded.
on?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought I saw the off. And okay, go on. That would have sucked.
I downloaded their software. I designed it, and I did it of my Oregon trip, and so I put basically all my best photos in it, and I kind of labeled them through different locations, and supposedly it's a really professional company, and they're supposed to be pretty high quality books. But anyway, I only had to pay for shipping, which was $9. My voucher was, the book would have in total cost $140, I think was the total.
Yikes.
So, but I got it for $9. That should be coming soon, and I'm really excited just to see like the quality. And I've always wanted a photo book because I've always liked the idea of being able to see my work in a book.
I like physical prints. I
know. I'm so tired of
just
seeing it on
a
screen.
Yeah. Like I want to see it, bro.
Because seeing it on a screen, it's like all like fake light.
Yeah.
And I think that just has something to do with the beauty of it rather than seeing it like in real light, just seeing the actual photo. And I'm really excited. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. When's it supposed to ship?
It said like,
A couple of weeks.
no, it said estimated delivery was the 22nd, I think. So in a few days. But of course, that's never usually too accurate. But anyway, I'm super excited to see that. Whenever I get that is when I'll probably make a YouTube video. I was going to make a YouTube video during spring break, but I kind of woke up, or I kind of stayed up to like 4 every night and woke up at noon. So I did nothing. But
wow. Yeah. What else?
I can't believe school starts in like 2 days though.
Oh yeah, we're going back full time. I'm excited.
Like spring break was not that long. I can't believe school's already here. But I am excited for school.
It's because you didn't do anything. That's why time flies by when you're just doing the same thing over and over. For me, it felt like forever because you're seeing new experiences. Like I'm ready to go back tomorrow, to be honest with you. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
What else is there, bud?
I have videography, which is going to be funny because it's the prerequisite to the class I'm in right now. So people are going to look at me and they're going to be like,
stop touching
why?
the metal, by the way. You did that a lot last podcast.
People are going to be like, why are you in this class? And I'll be like, long story, but just go with it.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Clark is going to like explain it. Like to the class.
I don't think so.
Or maybe not.
I doubt it. I think he'll just... Anyway, I get to learn Premiere. Excuse me. I have to learn Premiere. I'm not really excited for that because it looks super confusing. That's the thing I hate about video is like until you learn the software, you're so limited in what you can do. Like imagine not knowing Final Cut. Like there's so many things that you wouldn't be able to do. So
yeah.
I really hope I don't have to edit on Premiere because that would limit everything.
You can make a video without using a camera, but you can't make it... Wait.
Use your words.
You can make a video without using a camera because you can like edit stuff into a video, but you can't make a video if you don't know how to use an editor.
Understood.
But if you know how to use a camera, because there's nowhere to put unless you do like a one-shot take. Yeah, I don't know. How's your movie game been?
Movie game?
Yeah, you watched.
Well, actually, I haven't watched like almost any movies because of. And actually, I was just about to want to talk about the TV show. I was just thinking about that.
All right.
So,
well, that's a good segue.
So this TV show, I can't remember. I think we talked about it last. Yeah, we did. We talked about it last podcast. So this Peaky Blinders, TV show. I have finished the TV show. Abdulaziz got bored, and he did not finish it. But I finished it all the way through 5 seasons, 6 episodes a season. So that's 30 episodes. And did you know that there's supposed to be a 6th season too?
There is or there was?
There is supposed to be, but it hasn't come out yet. The first season came out in 2013. I didn't realize that it was so old. I thought it was like brand new.
Really?
Yeah. But it's such a good TV show. So I haven't been watching almost any movies because I've been watching entirely the Peaky Blinders and just how good the TV show is.
It's a pretty good TV show. It just kind of gets stagnant sometimes. My favorite, you still have to watch Breaking Bad. I feel like once you watch a couple episodes, like you'll get hooked. Just as you would on methamphetamine.
That's a pretty big statement.
Yeah. Given that the show is about methamphetamine.
Well, now that I've finished Peaky Blinders, like every day I'm like, okay, now I have nothing to do. So I have to find something else to do.
Start Breaking Bad. Before it gets taken off Netflix sometime.
Well, what was I going to say?
I don't know. I can't read your mind.
That was a rhetorical question, Abdulaziz. I didn't need you to answer.
Okay.
Abdulaziz.
What? Shall I not?
You were on Snapchat. Do you remember about 5 podcasts ago you yelled at me to put my phone away?
Yeah.
You are such a hypocrite.
Well, no, because
What do you mean? Well, no. That is the definition of a hypocrite. Give me a better definition. No. Slow down. It's out of context.
let me talk.
Take me on, bro.
Let
You
me
are a
talk.
hypocrite.
Let me talk.
You can talk all you want. Nobody's stopping you.
I was making sure that Breaking Bad was still on Netflix, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because that's what you're doing. Because there's a shutter. There's a shutter sound effect on Netflix going.
and while I was about to go on Netflix, I thought, why not?
Why not check Snapchat?
Why not check
and
my
tune out
Snapchat?
of what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Because what we're doing right now is not important. But
Yeah.
Brayden's not allowed to do that. He has to tune in. So I
Yes.
can tune out. Yeah. That's a great dominance trait, to be a hypocrite.
Yep.
Yeah. You're really asserting your dominance by being a hypocrite.
Super.
That's a good trait for a man to have.
I believe so. What lessons have you learned from the Peaky Blinders?
I don't know. You got to let me think.
Yeah.
You got to let it process.
Don't talk a lot.
It's
Speak less.
Tommy Shelby, man. He's a handsome man. You just want to look at him. He's a powerful and handsome man. What season did you stop at?
Well, I haven't really stopped. I've just kind of really slowed down extensively, I think is more accurate. Like, I still want to finish it, but I'm just not as excited for it. Let me see. Oh, season 4, episode 1.
Oh, you're on season 4. Yeah, season 3 I thought was the worst season. Actually,
Maybe that's why.
The best seasons in my rating are 1, 2, 5. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 6, 5, 3. I think.
6 was pretty good.
Yeah, 6 was pretty good.
The other thing is too, that kind of turned me off when you said that there's supposed to be another season. I don't.
I haven't seen. Never mind. Season 6 hasn't come out. It goes the best seasons
No,
are
it has-
in order of 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. 3 is the worst season. It's kind of that like awkward middle stage.
Well,
But-
the other thing that made it awkward was like when the woman got involved. I'm like, just give
What woman?
It's like maybe it was just one episode, but the woman were like, I'm tired of the men controlling us, and then they sort of did whatever they want. That was
yeah,
kind of a really boring episode.
The strike.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that to be sexist, but like it was boring. Like I don't care about the woman in the show. It's, okay, I'm just digging.
You're
a hole.
digging yourself in a deeper hole.
No, it's not that I don't care about
I
the
think
woman.
I know what you're saying.
Women are amazing.
It wasn't entertaining.
I love women.
We all
but
love. Okay, it's
I
not
didn't
woman,
care.
Abdulaziz. It's women. Thank you.
Women. We men. Women. You don't know how to speak your own goddamn language.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no. Season
I'm not
5
sexist.
is really good.
I'm not sexist. I love women.
Season 2. Oh, dude.
I'm gonna marry.
I can't get over season 2 though. Just the way he ended it, like.
season 2.
Oh, and there's a woman.
Oh, and there's a woman.
Yeah, a woman who I love. Did you know he's Irish? That actor.
Well,
He actually speaks. What do you mean? Well, duh. He speaks in a character. How would you know?
His looks.
No, you don't just look at someone and go, "Oh yeah, he's Irish."
Well, if you had asked me where he's from, my number one,
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
No. Ireland would probably be my number
No.
2 choice.
Ireland.
England probably being the first.
No.
Ireland. Why are you feeling closer to him because you're Irish too?
No. I was just. He did a really good job with the accent. Did you get to the? No, you haven't. Oh, he gets involved with the mafia in season 4. It's a good season. Anyway, there's this episode in season 4 that I kind of watched some videos on, and it's this like 15-minute sequence where there's like no dialogue. There's like no one speaking basically, or very little speaking, and apparently that set took around 8 days to shoot. Usually they shoot one set in like a
I
morning.
just had like a stomach cramp.
Nice.
One set in the morning.
Yeah, did you know TV shows are like that? Like one scene is normally filmed in like part of a day. Like it's filming really fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one particular set took about a week to film. And so it's really cool. And did you know that in real life Michael and John are brothers?
Who's Michael? He's the youngest one, right?
Wait, have you got? Yeah, you have. You watched
Yeah.
season 3.
Michael is
Paul's son.
Paul.
Paulie.
Oh, Paul. Yeah. They're brothers.
Yeah, they're real life brothers.
Yeah, I guess they kind of look alike. Oh,
Kind of.
I'm really enjoying how he's turning out though. The youngest or
Michael.
what-
Oh man,
Yeah,
you got
he's-
something to watch, dude.
He turned dark. He like killed people. Like
oh man,
in
you gotta
blood.
just watch the last episode
Oh man.
of the series, and you'll
Does he go on a killing spree?
no, but you'll see. There's I can't spoil it. Dang
Yeah.
it.
Don't
But
spoil it.
It's so like it's one of those where you go like, oh shoot, oh.
I feel like you're
Anyway.
just over
Trust me.
Dramatizing.
There's so much shadow. There's so much
dramatizing.
foreshadowing.
Over
Stop, Abdulaziz.
What's the verb?
Over dramatizing.
Over
dramatic.
Being over dramatic.
There's so much foreshadowing though. Like in this last season, Tommy talks about how he has dreams of like someone wanting to take his throne, and there's like chess pieces. There's like people playing
It's
chess,
Michael.
and he kicks down someone defeats him, or not him, but two people are playing chess, and the one that wins knocks down the king, and I was like, oh, and like in shots of certain characters in the scenes, you see like a painting of Tommy in the back, and it's like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? So anyway,
Yeah, I can see that happening. Michael wanting to take over. He's a rough boy. Like he's.
I thought the least entertaining series was when least entertaining season was with the whole Russian thing. I think that was season 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he got involved with all the Russia thing, it was so random and out of the blue.
But
But-
I was like, what do I make a YouTube video about? Oh yeah, let's just make it about
Yeah.
this topic.
But I think it's really cool that every season there's like a theme of who his problem is with. Like season 1, it's Billy Kimber. Season 2 is
Billy Kimber.
Solomon's is season 2, I believe. And then season 3 is the Russians. Season 4 is the Mafia. Oh, anyway. And then what's season 5? I can't remember exactly what season 5
just
is. But
watch it, bud.
well, if I really think, then I'll know.
But my point is, you got to start watching Breaking Bad. It's like a whole different mood than Billy Kimber. I mean, the Peaky
My
Blinders.
name's Billy Kimber, and I run the races, and you fixed one of them, so you're gonna pay.
Yeah, that's the opening like trailer. isn't
Yeah, I
it?
know.
Uh,
I almost want. I think I'm gonna rewatch Peaky Blinders, because I also want to rewatch the first season, just because like now that I know so much, like I want to rewatch it to really understand more about the season. And
I'm sort
I
of.
thought the season 1 was just the best because it had a different mood. Like
I'm
as
so-
soon as Tommy Shelby moved into the mansion, it was a different mood, and it was a different TV show.
Oh yeah.
Because we kind of like fell in love with seeing the power that he had in this like small town,
Oh
and
yeah.
him riding around on horses, and now he's riding around in Rolls Royces, and it's a
Bentley.
completely different mood. There's both. There's Bentleys, Rolls Royces, Aston Martins. There's all kinds of cars, but
He gets out of that town. I didn't even
what?
notice
Birmingham?
that. Yeah.
You watched? What do you mean?
Well, yeah, I know he's living in the mansion now, but I didn't know he sort of like left the town.
Well, as you watch the rest of the TV series, you'll see that like less and less is shot in Birmingham, and it kind of takes
That was
away from
kind
the
of-
whole
that
mood
was-
of the TV show.
That was kind of iconic. That shot of the center plaza with the fire coming out, and then the bar, the pub,
The fire,
like the.
like from the factories. You mean
Yeah.
when he's walking?
Yeah.
Dude, okay. The one thing that I'm obsessed with is the TV show. Is when they do 60. I think it might be 48p. They shoot it in 48, and Tommy Shelby's walking in like Birmingham, and he's smoking. He's got his head down. It's kind of like slow mo, and it's like there's the fire coming out. Like every season, almost every episode, there's always a shot of like one of the Shelbys just walking in half slow mo, and it's like, Oh my gosh, it just makes me so. Ugh. It's like if a filmmaker just had like peaked, like yeah, that's how I feel when I see those amazing shots.
You want to learn real plot and filmmaking? Watch Breaking Bad.
Abdulaziz,
It's gonna leave.
can you stop?
It's gonna leave
Stop.
the Peaky Blinders.
I heard you the first time.
It's gonna leave the Peaky Blinders in the dust.
Okay, you don't sound at all like them.
Shut up.
You're so funny.
I wasn't trying to be.
Okay, well that was just cringy. That was disgraceful.
That's really mean.
Use your words.
What if I spill this on your carpet?
On my car. Well, it's water,
It's flavored water.
but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't leave a residue.
Really?
Yeah, because I spilled it once on a table and it was just water.
Well, I'll spill it on your HomePod.
Then you can owe me $350, so go ahead.
But you'll be HomePodless for a few days.
And you'll be friendless for a few days.
Well,
Should I be like Thomas Shelby? I'll just look at you. You blew up my pub.
you gotta be like, you blew up my pod. HomePod.
You blew up my pub.
Man, nice
You
time.
blew up my pub.
Did I say this last time? I wonder how interesting our podcast would get if we started drinking. Was it last episode?
No,
or
I think
one
we've
before that?
talked about like you've said like imagine if we like were like all high in our podcast.
Yeah. Because that's sort of what Joe Rogan did, like by the end of his podcast.
Oh my gosh.
He literally gave his
Don't get the wrong idea, guys.
he
This is not who we are, okay?
he
This
got
will never
the,
be who we are.
Yeah, obviously not. I'm just saying hypothetically, it's fun to think about. Let me show you, because I was listening to this like, on the road trip, and he's like sort of drunken, and he gives his like
Drunken?
super expensive watch to one of his guests, and he's like, "This is my favorite watch. It's yours now." And then he was like, "Are you sure?" Because he's a little bit more sober, and then Joe Rogan's like, "It's yours now." And I was like, "Oh." He was like, "It's my favorite watch too." Let me show you.
That is why, friends, you shall never get drunk. Because once you can't control yourself, someone else is going to control you.
Ooh, well said.
Abdulaziz,
Hey, what?
stop opening Snapchat.
I was opening Spotify for the podcast.
No, I literally saw your snaps.
No,
No.
it just my
Use your
RAM,
words.
my RAM hadn't cleared. What's the recommended amount of RAM?
No, yeah.
Minecraft?
Have you seen the one? Oh, yeah. He's like, what's the recommended
man.
amount of WAM for Minecraft? He's like, download wham.com.
I found this website on
Have you seen those?
downloadwham.com.
Yeah. Those memes are like people trying to download RAM. It's so funny. Downloadram.com or something like that. Free RAM. Free download. Free download ram.com. Free no copyright. When you're trying to find sound effects. Free download sound effect. It's a bottle of lotion.
I took it from the motel.
Oh, you're such a baddie, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I like bad boys. Bad boys. He's such a bad boy. You know you can go to big boy jail now. You might want to put that back.
Big boy.
You could go to big boy jail for like a couple minutes.
It's like kind of stuck.
You're fascinated by that lotion, aren't you?
Well, yeah, because it's like stuck. There's some just that spurted out. I might as well just use it.
Oh my! On your face? What the heck?
Yeah, I do that.
You put lotion on your face?
Ever
Bruh,
since I
it's
started,
hand lotion.
that's literally how I got rid of my
That's
pimples.
hand lotion.
Matt Diavella. No,
That's
it's body
hand
lotion. It's body lotion.
Oh, where else are you gonna put it?
Matt Diavella said in one of his videos,
It makes your face stop producing oil.
one thing that I wish I knew when I was younger is that to stop trying all these expensive products and just use lotion on my face. That's how I got rid of my acne. And I was like, oh, good idea. Maybe I shall try that. And then I did, and it's working. So
I'm using all those expensive products on my face.
Yeah, and look at your face compared to mine. Oh yeah. I wonder which one's working.
We have different genes, Abdulaziz. Not everything works for everybody.
Well, it worked for Matt Diavella. It's working for me.
Does that mean it'll work for everyone else? No.
But
exactly.
It might. Probably will.
Well, anyway, wow, stole it from the motel, dude.
It's not stealing. It's not like they're gonna
It's
reuse
stealing,
it.
dude. You're the type of person that takes the shampoo. you take the shampoo home with you because you're like, yo, you can use this stuff. You know how dads are like when your flight leaves in like 8 hours and they're like, okay, we gotta go. Come on, let's go. Otherwise we're gonna miss our flight. They always leave early.
It's usually my mom, not my dad.
Yeah, my dad's always late. So my dad doesn't actually fit that role, but
he's always late.
Yeah, he's always like, oh shoot, and he goes back inside like 5 times because he forgets something. Like he gets on the car, he's like, oh shoot, I need my glasses. Or he's like, oh shoot, I need an ice pack. Or oh shoot, I need to wipe my water. Or oh my my sunglasses.
Oh, that's funny.
So
yeah. Yesterday you guys kept
Can you stop putting lotion on your face? You've been putting excess amount of lotion on your face for the past 3 minutes. For the past 3 minutes, you've just been lathering up with lotion.
Where else am I supposed to put it? It's stuff that already came out. It's not like I can squeeze it back in.
Have you seen the video where the dude puts shaving cream on like bare skin, and he shaves, and then there's this one video of this with the pool. No, with this like how they clean pools, the little like basket, and they put it in an empty bathtub and bring it out because he's not shaving anything. Anyway, that's what you're doing. That's what you look like right now. You have like, why are you putting so much lotion on?
I already told you.
You're lathering up.
Because when I opened this, stuff squirted out.
That took 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, because it's already
You're really
lathered.
rubbing it in, aren't you?
It's already,
Oh, yeah. This is some good motel lotion. Motel 6 got some Motel 6 got some bussin' lotion. This lotion's bussin'.
This lotion bussin', bro.
Oh my gosh, dude.
See, this is what our podcast would turn into if these were beers.
Beers?
Yeah.
Let's put them in a paper bag and act like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bussin'. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I've got a wedding coming up at the end of the school year. I think right when June starts, I'm going to Kentucky.
I showed your wedding video to Mr. Clark.
Oh, and what did he say?
He used to shoot wedding films. Did you know that? Oh, there's lotion on the microphone. What?
Nice. And what did he say?
Well, he said he likes it, but every wedding video is the same. And then we were talking about like philosophical talk.
I don't think it's supposed to be different. Like,
well, yeah,
it's for someone, not for everyone.
That's exactly what he was saying. Like for every person it's special, but for the filmer it's like the same thing every time. And conversation, I started that conversation with like how easy a lot of subjects of filmmaking can get boring, and one of them was the weddings, and that's how that subject got brought up.
Yeah, luckily I'll have another chance at one.
Paid?
There's so many. No, it's for family.
Oh.
There's so many things that like you just look back and you're like, man, I wish I did this, or man, I wish I did that, and oh man, I wish I did this different, or oh, I didn't know how to do this back then. But I'll have another chance here in a couple months to do that, and I'm actually really excited for it because now I can color grade better. Now I can. If I need to shoot low light, I'm not worried.
The people in your last one looked like Oompa Loompas because you made their skin so orange.
That's because I didn't color correct first. I just went straight to color grading, which I still don't understand why you really need to. Does it make any sense? Like,
yeah, it does.
Not really. If you just color grade first, like, you just put the colors the way you want them.
Oh.
Anyway, though, but Yeah, so I'm excited for that. There's this. I really want the Sigma 85 F14 so bad. It's 1100.
Do you want that or the 7200 first? Keep
Well,
your eyes on the prize.
Abdulaziz, 7200 is $2,600. I'd much rather buy an 85 1.4 for 1100 before I get
Really?
a 7200. Either way, I need to get both lenses, but an 85 f1.4 is going to be very, very useful. I wish I could get it before the wedding, but that's just I don't think I can make $1,000 in a couple months.
How often are you working for your dad right now?
I went today. I don't. It
you're
hasn't
15
been.
an
It
hour?
hasn't been long enough to see. Yeah, it hasn't been long enough to have an average. But anyway, so I'm excited for that. But
Cool. I'm excited.
I
for
guess
you
I'll
too.
just use
The
my 50
yeah.
and maybe my 135 and my 2870. But
That's why eventually, if I start doing videos, weddings for photo or video, I want to have 2 cameras.
I know
One with a wider angle.
I'm
and
so
one
not
with a zoom.
excited for that to be switching lenses every
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Whenever you look at like actual professional, like higher end photographers, they just carry around 2 cameras, like one wide. and
Photographer
one-
though, I don't know about. I think videographers are actually very.
Yeah. I don't think
I guess
videographers do it.
there's multiple videographers, so.
Yeah.
But weddings are fun. The only thing is like you'll get to a point where like this one event is like an hour long and you don't want to shoot like the entire hour, so you just kind of stand around awkwardly. In the last wedding, when everyone was dancing, I was recording that, but I didn't need to record every minute of dancing, and so in the off time, like I'm definitely not a dancer. I do not like dancing. At a school dance, at any kind of other dance, I hate dancing.
The other thing we talked about with Mr. Clark was our inability to collaborate on paid projects, which I think. Do you think we'll ever get over that?
What do you mean?
Like as we
Well,
grow
have
up?
we ever collaborated on a paid project?
No, but I don't think we can. That's what I'm saying. With how demanding both of us are, like we could never like. The reason I say that because remember when we tried to when we like sort of hypothesized about working together to make film videos, but then like who would get the job and who would get paid more? Is it the guy that got the job or who edits?
Oh,
and who
yeah,
has
I remember
say
that.
and stuff like that. I always think, and I already know the answer, and it's no, because you should never really incorporate friendship with workmanship.
Business.
Because you can never really tell your friend something that you might want to tell an employee, and vice versa.
Well, that's maybe if it's an official business. There's nothing saying we can't work together. Like if we shared a studio.
Well, sharing a studio is a lot different because you just split the space and you pay 50-50. But when you're working on a project, like if I'm saying this doesn't need this sort of editing and you're saying it does, and then I'm saying like, well, I don't want to do it, you do it. But then you're like, well, it takes the both
Pay
of us
me
to
more.
do it. Huh?
Anyway, nothing.
Oh, pay me more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bicker a lot. I actually posted a video on my Snapchat story today about.
Dude, this lotion
Your
kind of stings because I
YouTube video.
shaved. And
Oh,
no, it's like,
looks like you put too much on.
yeah.
Guess it's not bussin'.
Dude, I need to grow a, like,
No,
I can't wait to grow
your
a
beard is not gonna look like an actual beard. It's gonna look like a high school beard
I'm
with
saying
like
after high school.
wrong hair,
No,
and it's
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
have-
look terrible. It's not
No,
gonna be groomed.
I'm gonna have
no,
a
no,
good-
no.
I'm gonna have a good beard.
No, you're not.
You're not.
No, you're not.
But I am.
No, you're not.
Because like it's so annoying. Like after you
I
shave,
would like to see Abdulaziz with a beard.
and then it's
I
like,
would love to see that.
and then it's like rough when you go against the grain right after you shave. It's so annoying.
Well, anyway, as I was
so
saying,
annoying. As you were saying,
what was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, because you interrupted me for like the
Sorry.
10th time in like a
I
minute.
just had to talk about my beard and my masculinity and how you don't have a beard or masculinity. Oh, we were talking about weddings and working together. It's 10 o'clock. Oh my. What were you talking about?
I was gonna say something, and then you interrupted me.
Jeez. I have so much stuff in my pockets.
Okay, Dad. Who keeps pens in their pockets?
Well-
Dads keep pens in their pockets.
I needed to.
Anybody
write
got a
today.
pen? Yeah, I got one right here. And
Yeah.
it's like half broken because they always use it with dirty hands and everything. What was I gonna say? It was
I don't know.
really
Something
good.
about collaborating, and we were talking about films and wedding. Yeah, I had all of that in one pocket.
You have literally 2 pens. Who even carries one pen in their pocket?
Well, I needed to write today. What?
You made me forget what I was gonna say.
Oh. Man, part 3. It's almost 10 o'clock. I didn't realize how late it was. I'm still recovering from my messed up sleep schedule.
Oh, my sleep schedule's so screwed up.
Mine's almost back on track.
Because I've been going to bed I went to bed at 4 last night.
Oh
Woke up
my.
at noon today.
Oh my.
And I have a session at the gym with the trainer tomorrow morning at 9, so I can't be staying up late, but
Nice.
I'm excited for tomorrow. I've got some work I have to do, and then I got to go to the gym, and then I can go to work, and then after that I want to take photos, I think.
Nice.
And I have an idea of what
I still have to
photos I
finish up a client video.
like. Oh yeah, was that Carlos?
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah. I looked at him and I was like, "Oh my
Wait,
gosh."
where'd you see him?
On your YouTube video.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I looked at him
How
and I
do
was
you
like,
know him?
"Oh
He
my
didn't-
gosh, dude, that's Carlos from middle school." He used to sit next to me in science, and we were kind of
Wait,
friends.
he went to Blevins?
Yeah. And I looked at him and I was like, "Wait, is that actually Carlos? He's
No,
changed so much." Yeah, he went to Blevins. He sat next to me in science class. Would you like to see a video?
I thought last time I saw him was in elementary school, because since he's an IB kid, he wouldn't have gone to Blevins.
He went to Blevins.
Maybe he switched schools.
I think he might have went to Lesher like in sixth and 7th grade. I don't know, but he was at Blevins at 8th grade. But anyway,
yeah.
I saw him and I was like, "Holy moly, bro!" He's changed so much, but
How?
just his physical like
Yeah.
appearance.
His voice is a lot deeper. And then
Yeah.
I'm starting another real estate client video for Alan Anaya. We're doing like an ad for him.
Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Sounds like fun.
That's what the pens were for. He took me on a date to a
Yeah,
coffee
I
shop.
saw. Because you
Oh,
can't
yeah, I
stop
posted it.
posting about everything.
Well,
Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I took banger photos, but don't take my word for it. Take all of these amazing people's word for it.
Yeah.
Just toot your own horn, baby.
I actually deleted that post because I messed up with the pricing. I realized it didn't make sense. Like, because Alec was like, "Wait, so how much is it gonna cost if we shoot in the summer?" And I was like, "No, it's just gonna cost this much if we book now, but we can shoot whenever." But then I was like, "Oh, that's kind of really confusing." So I took that one down.
Nice.
Yeah.
You make a lot of annoying sounds.
Well, I'm bored. You never said what you were gonna say about working together.
Because
You
you made
forgot?
me forget what I was going to say because you interrupted.
Well, let's restart the conversation. Okay, we can't work together because both of us are like boom boom, wanna be alpha dog, and then
That's what I was going to say.
oh
I posted on my story. Part of his last video.
oh yeah, we were big
And this conversation, we were filming a video announcement. Actually, we were in the process of it, and he was kind of recording like for YouTube. And just the way we like talk back and forth, it just shows you like. I just thought that whole scene was so funny. It was like, it started with you like beeping your horn when you locked it or something. I was like, "You're that guy, huh?" And you just kept beeping it, and then it went into us arguing because you said tell the vlog what you're doing, why you need this perfume bottle, and so I started telling you, and then you're like, here, and I said, why? I'm telling it, and you said, I changed my mind. I want to tell it.
I
literally
literally
2
just
seconds
wanted
later.
to spray the bottle.
Anyway, we bicker a lot, and it just, yeah. You that was, I posted it, and the caption was like a look inside of our daily friendship. But anyway, we're turning video announcements for the good, I think.
What? What'd you say?
I think we're making video announcements like good.
Oh.
We've gotten a lot of compliments from
I've thought
teachers
about-
that we don't even know.
Yeah, I thought about starting like a show for the next quarter, like a.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that because I don't know what to do.
You know, let's
We
talk
have
about
to
it now. My camera's on.
yeah,
the
I
red.
know. We have to
So if this
still do
shuts down,
we still have to do the Mrs. Geist thing.
so if this shuts down, goodbye. But let's keep talking. Did that just turn red, or
I don't know.
Probably.
I just looked at it.
if
but
it did just turn red, we have like 17 minutes left. Yeah, we got to do the Miss Guys thing. You haven't filmed anything for that yet, have you? Okay. Well, on Monday at 9:06.
I don't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. But you said you kind of had a plan, so.
Well,
I'm
I
just
can
trusting
take
you.
over if you want.
No, not officially. Who says that?
Says what?
You literally said, "Do you want me to take it over?"
Well,
last time.
because like I have like an exact idea of what I would want to do, and you don't, and so why not just give it to me? It's your choice.
Because Abdulaziz, do you know how bad that looks on my end? I mean, first of all, you're the one that signed me up for it, so don't ever do that again.
Oh yeah,
Don't sign me up. You said, "Why don't you take that?" What am I going to say? No. I'm obligated to take it when you say that in front of the teacher. So I took it. And then I actually did it, and then he basically vetoed it, said that it wasn't good, which I agreed, but I had so much to do that I just kind of put it together.
Yeah, that was the day when I went to school at like 6:30 in the morning. So we talked for like an hour, and he got so pissed that he literally got text ad after text ad after text ad. There was 4 text ads, and then there was yours, which he also got mad at. He said, "This is basically a text ad," because there's nothing in the video other than just one thing, and. Then he was like, "I'm not putting this crap in the show." And then he.
I've also had a thought though that like, it's not his show. You know what I mean? Like it's ours. Like it's we are in charge. We're the ones doing the work, and so for him to like, kind of cut off our work and say that it's he can. I don't know. I felt like
I disagree.
I feel like I feel like he shouldn't be in charge of it. Like we're the students and it's us presenting our work. I feel like we're the ones that are supposed to be in charge of the show.
I still disagree. I think there should still be one executive voice, and that would clearly be the teacher. He's the one giving us the grade. It's his class. It's not like we're being forced to take the class. But, yeah. Well, we were also talking about like how am I supposed to incentivize? What's the word?
Just say give an incentive.
Give an incentive for kids to stop turning in text ads. Like I can't just lower their grade because half the kids don't even care about their grades. And he was like, "What am I supposed to do other than just keep telling him not to do it?" Because really, text ads, he's right. They do ruin the show. But he's also you're both also right in that it's unfair for the others. Like if somebody, like he said, if somebody puts a text ad that loses somebody's attention, and that makes the next person look bad. That brings down the whole integrity of the show, and he's still the one responsible for it. He's the one that gets the backlash if people don't like it. Nobody tells the students.
Think so.
They tell. Well, but he's.
I think we're the faces. Like if there's a bad actor, people are gonna blame the actor.
No, that's not.
People
what
aren't
I'm
gonna blame
about.
the director.
I'm talking about like the teachers. Like if they say, because it's a lot more serious. When
then we need to change it. And he literally just says, "I just upload it." They're in charge of it. That's what they do and I grade it, and then he can give us whatever kind of grade. But for him to kind of say that our work isn't, I don't know,
standard.
I don't know. Yeah,
I see what you're saying, but I still
I just
agree
feel
with
like
Mr. Clark on this.
it's not. I don't know.
You still have to think of it as he's the boss and you're an employee. And the paycheck you get is skill and experience and your grade. And
So if you turned in like an art assignment and the art teacher turned back and said, "This isn't good," redo
that's different because that's not serving an objective. Like another reason he got mad is because these are things that other people asked for, and then we're just giving them back pieces of poop. I'm not talking about yours specifically, but like the ads that are like just text, especially the Ghost of Xavier. That one really pissed me off. Exactly. That's the whole point. Nobody gets it.
I mean, it's still, I thought it was fine though. It literally presented the information fine.
Yeah, but it's different than an art assignment.
I don't know.
Because an art assignment, somebody didn't ask you to do it. And
I feel like
presenting it to 2,000
He doesn't
people.
really appreciate much work though. Like if you'd make a really good announcement, he might give you like a little bit of a compliment, but
I think he does that to not overinflate people's egos. Because I think you don't.
I just feel like sometimes the way he presents like something not being up to standard, like you said, by not putting it in the show, sometimes the way he presents that is very I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like, oh wow, thanks, you know? It's not like I have like other classes or anything. It's not like I have other things to do.
He also said to me this is that he gets it when people have stuff to do, like with you and Ashlyn. She's working like more than 40 hours a week. But he got especially mad at like Braden and this other kid that literally stay in class and do nothing, and then they turn that in. That was one of his reasonings for getting mad. Like,
and
they
I
got all this
understand
class time, and they're like playing video games, and then you and I are the ones in there. Because
there was that one situation where someone needed to sign up for an ad, and like everyone had their name down. One kid that just that just plays video games all day. Like, he wasn't signing up, and we're like, dude, we're waiting for you to sign up.
And he's like, let me think.
Yeah, he's like, can I work that? Can I do that?
But he's also autistic.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Mr.
It doesn't sound like it, or it doesn't seem like it. I don't even know like
what autism is.
Like I can't tell when someone's autistic or not. Like I really don't even know.
There's like light autism, and then there's like heavy autism. I think something like that, but I don't know.
But anyway,
did you also know that he's gonna be a super senior next year? That's also why. When you asked him if we can make a joke about super seniors, he was instantly like, no.
He wasn't instantly. You dramatize that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, but yeah, part of the reason was because for the whole Mrs. Geist tribute, one, I literally didn't know what to do, and two, I had a lot of other stuff that I like. Other tests and assignments. But do you see his
frustration though? How she's a teacher that's been here for 30 years, and then
but he also didn't see the genuinity. I felt like he just completely blew off how genuine it was.
Well, it wasn't genuine because.
What do you mean it wasn't genuine? Of course it was genuine.
You never like even showed her. Like you just all you knew was she.
How do you know if it was genuine or not, Abdulaziz?
Because
that's what I'm saying. You can't like turn down someone's work. I feel like it's really hard to turn down someone's work where they actually like tried to make it genuine and tried to make it good.
Yeah, but it was.
And I tried to make it good with what I had, what I knew, and the time that I was given.
Yeah, but it was clear from the video that you spent very little time on it. And like he says, the audience doesn't care about the other excuses because they don't know when they're not going to care.
Right, but he knows. He knows because he's been in that boat, and so for him to just like, I don't know.
Well, he gave you. He's saying you can do better, so do better. Because for Miss Geist, that's kind of not super fair, I guess.
What do you mean not super fair? Most people when they retire don't get anything. I feel like a video even saying their name is good. And I agree. It wasn't anything special.
But it's also, you have to realize Mr. Clark has so much higher expectations for the two of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I give work and then nothing happens to it. Like I just did all that and then I don't get anything back. Like I just gave work and now he basically just threw it in the trash can.
Yeah, he did that.
That's why I feel like the students are the ones that should be running the show, because no work is going to be overlooked. It's everyone's job, it's everyone's work. We're all in it together, instead of just, we're going to push it through customs and see if it makes through.
Well, but there's also rules and regulations that he has to follow through that we don't know.
Well, like expand.
It's also like his class. You're still it feels like you're not grasping that.
Well, if it was his class, then he'd be teaching us. He's not teaching us. He's just giving us assignments and we're doing them.
Yeah, so that
yeah,
we get
and do you know what teachers do?
feedback.
They grade that.
Yeah, and he grades it too. What do you mean?
Yeah, except he does more than grade it. Like we were given an assignment to present to the school, and then he'll turn around and say, "You didn't do it. You didn't work hard enough, or you didn't do this good enough." So I didn't put it in the show. Like, gee, thanks. Are you gonna say anything?
Well, I see that, but when it's something that's not super rushed and when he knows that you can do better, I do agree with him that when you can make something 10 times better, that you should not put it in and that it should be tried again.
Oh, so kind of like when you ask me to do like certain stuff for you and then you don't even put it in the video.
Oh,
like that.
Like the parking? Yeah.
Like that. Or if I took video of the snow outside and you didn't even put it in.
Oh.
Or you don't even put it in, I mean.
Hmm.
And I don't know. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. I don't ever feel appreciated really in that class by our peers and by Mr. Clark.
You don't get to feel appreciated by Mr. Clark. He's like, he's like exploding with compliments for us, but he just holds them back.
I've never heard one.
Yeah, and I haven't either. But
how would you know?
Because I've
how would you know then?
Because I've talked with him a lot, and I know how he is, and I've spent like a year and a half in his classes. Or I'm 3/4 of a year, not a year and a half. A semester and a half.
Well, I do think though that we are making video announcements for the, like, we've greatly improved it.
Yeah.
But I think we've also just had the benefit of like, we're kind of we're in a really small video announcements class, and we're kind of like the oldest filmmakers in the school, I think.
Most experienced, you mean?
Yeah, most experienced.
Yeah.
Because before, like when we watched it, it was just a bunch of seniors, right, that were just super big, and so it was good for us. But now we're just kind of like, yeah, we have the most experience, so it's good. I can't believe we had 7. Like last semester, there were like 18 people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh,
he said this is actually the smallest class I've ever had.
It's insane how, like,
no,
I did not realize.
He said it was the second smallest, but now it's definitely going to be the smallest because we're literally going to have 5 people in the show, Braden. And
it gets really stressful, though.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Like, we've both had to do, like, probably two
when you have to double up on assignments?
2 things a week. Like, 2 videos a week.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I sort of see, there's also, like, not enough, like, you
collaboration.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You spend all this time to make something so special, and then people watch it once, and it's gone. You don't get
well, that's kind of the way the real world is. Yeah, I am upset. Oh, wait, but now everyone's going back full time. Of course, now our show. The thing that upset me was we had this show, and I thought it was a really good show, and I thought that people would enjoy it, except I'm guessing that like 3/4 of the school never saw it because on our day, the days that we went to school, they wouldn't show it on that day. They would show it on Wednesdays. And so like there's so many friends that are in group B that go on Tuesdays and Thursdays that I wanted to like show my work with, and I wanted them to see like what we're doing on video announcements, and I don't even know if they're watching it. Like even Logan, like he never even watched video announcements. And so it was frustrating that we had like such a good show and we don't even know who watched it and who didn't.
But yeah, I'm definitely.
But now
glad
that
to know
everyone's
that
going
everyone
back-
is going to watch it.
Now that everyone's going back though, like we might make a terrible show. Anyway,
Because
but-
there's only 5 people.
no, because we don't know what else to do. Like we had a really good idea, and now we just have to figure something else out. We only have 5 people. Who
Yeah.
else is leaving?
Ashlyn and Billy.
Oh, I didn't know Ashlyn is leaving.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. 5 people. There's like 7 announcements every week.
Yeah, Mr. Clark, when he was like, when he was telling me, when I found out Billy was leaving, I was like, oh, that's sad. And then when I found out Ashton was leaving, I was like, oh crap, she actually did stuff.
What do you mean? What?
Like Ashlyn was actually passionate about it, even though she couldn't like film all the time. He was making a joke that Ashlyn did more for the show than Billy because she did more videos and stuff.
I don't know what you're saying, but
Okay.
anyway. Yeah, we've gotten like that Spanish teacher. We've had 3 Spanish teachers tell us that we're doing a really good job on video announcements. We've had teachers that I had one person that I literally didn't even know. He's some part of the staff, I guess, say that he was really enjoying it.
Miss Geist tells me a lot when I come in late. She's like, "Your show was really funny,"
Yeah.
and it just makes me smile. Like,
And
it
it-
makes me so happy.
I know. We just have to
I
make
feel
sure
like
we stay
I
humble.
appreciate
Like
I
we don't want to end up like
Quinn
like king. Yeah, I wanted. Yeah, I didn't want to say their names, but we don't want to like end up kinging ourselves on video announcements. We want to make sure that we stay pretty humble and make sure that we
Yeah,
like still try and make good stuff. And
I think
anyway.
it's good that the 2 of us are in there, and especially since how competitive we are, we can sort of hold each other accountable if we start getting too ego-y. But I was gonna say, I sort of feel like I appreciate the teachers' feedback. What expression
What?
did you just make?
Oh, we were just talking about your ego.
Okay. I feel like I appreciated the teachers' compliments more than the
Yeah,
students.
they do.
Because
Yeah.
the teachers, when they compliment something, it's like they're a lot more genuine about it than
Yeah, I
just,
think so.
than just people that just say thank you.
And just to know that the teachers enjoy it, because when your teacher's laughing, the students pay attention.
You're holding the metal part again. You gotta stop doing that.
hold this.
Yeah, because it makes noise. It seems surprising, but it makes noise.
Well, anyway, yeah, my second period teacher, when we watched it, he like always loved it. I mean, he would laugh really hard.
If my camera dies, I want to continue this conversation. We should just plug it into your camera and just keep going with the podcast.
Well, anyway,
Or
Video
maybe it's just time
announcements,
to end it.
yeah, video announcements it's good though. So
We're learning a lot.
yeah,
We are learning a lot. Yeah, but once you get to know Mr. Clark and you sort of know how he is, then you'll see how appreciative he really is. Or maybe you just haven't had as many chances to talk. Like when you talk with him, like he obviously isn't going to praise us in front of the whole class. I wouldn't expect him to do that at all, but he tells me in private, it's like, you guys are doing great work.
What if it went down as our show last quarter was like the best show that we've ever had?
Like in the future?
Yeah.
He says that.
Like how he tells us now that
Yeah.
that like 2012 was the best show. And I actually told my sister, I was like, you remember that? And she's like, oh, kind of. But anyway, how he tells us like that was the best show we've ever had. Like what if teachers like for the next 5 years just can't stop talking about our show? That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
We just have to do really good. But if we can get a good show this quarter, then we'll be
Yeah.
set. And Yeah.
All right, let's end the podcast. Man,
My mouth is tired.
This has been a good podcast. We didn't crush the cans this time. I sort of need to. Let's end the
I'm going to slap you. Hey, get your feet out of my face. Oh, it's getting